Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on this Thanksgiving glam look with just a touch of glitter. Let me get in a little bit closer so maybe you guys can get a look at this. Anyway, I hope that you guys like this look, and if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, continue to watch. Also, I wanted to mention today I'm wearing some new hair. So this is a wig that I got from besthairbuy.com. It's a synthetic wig, and when I first got it, I will say also that it was about 20 inches long, which was way too long, but I cut it into a nice little bob, right? And I think it's really working. So I plan on wearing this wig for a little while. I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna do all the things that you wanna do to a wig to see if it's really worth, all the hype. But I will say that this particular wig was a part of a package from besthairbuy.com where when you buy 2 wigs, you get 1 free. So that's what caught my eye. So if you guys are interested in seeing more about this wig or the wigs that come from besthairbuy.com, leave that in the comments below, and I'll make certain that I include you guys on that particular journey as well, that I communicate with you guys and let you know how everything is holding up with these wigs. But again, back to this look. If you want to see how I got this look, keep watching. All right, I'm going to be using some of my concealer just to clean up around my eyebrows just a little bit. They've already been threaded and tinted, so just want to clean them up before I start my eyeshadow application. I'm going to be using my MAC paint pot just to use that as a base for my eyeshadow. And I'm also going to be setting this paint pot with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone with the BECCA Champagne Pop highlighter. So just blending that into my brow bone. I really like this color. Very nice highlight. Now I'm going to be using my Morphe 35W palette, and I'm going to be using my transition color in this palette, which is that orange color. I'm going to use that with a blending brush and just blend that into the outer V and just slowly work that color in towards the inner eye, towards the bridge of my nose. But I'm leaving a little bit of the inner corner of my lower eyelid, or of my eyelid, open, because that's where I'm going to add a little bit more concealer a little later on and then place my glitter right on top of it. So just blending that in. And this color is very similar to MAC Brown Script, but I'm using that as my transition color. Now I'm going to be going back into that 35W palette, and I'm going to be using this darker brown color, and I'm going to place that even tighter on the outer V and into the crease of the eye. This color is very similar to MAC's Embark, but just staying towards the outer V and then slowly working it into the crease, not taking it up too high towards the brow bone, but just working it into the crease. I'm also still making certain to try to stay away from the inner part of my eyelid, because again, that's where I'm going to be adding some concealer and glitter a little bit later on. Now I'm using an angled brow brush, and I'm going to be dipping into that concealer again, and this is where I'm going to place this right on the eyelid. So again, since I've added some eyeshadow already, I want to add this concealer just to use it as a base so that my glitter glue and my glitter will have something to stick to. So I'm just blending that in. And still leaving that outer V as deep as possible. Now I'm lining my eyes with the gel eyeliner. This is the Inglot number 77 gel eyeliner. I'm not winging this eyeliner out for this look so much, but just wanted to put some eyeliner on. Now I'm going in with my glitter glue from Too Faced, and I'm plopping it right on top of that concealer. And this is my glitter. This is in the color Chocolate Chip. This is from Eye Candy, and I'm just tapping that right across my lid where I just applied the glitter glue. Adding a little bit of the glue to the lid right on top of that concealer, and tap on the glitter. This is a beautiful chocolate brown color. Now I'm going to go back into that same chocolate brown color, and I am going to reapply that very tightly this time, right where the glitter and my transition, or sorry, and my crease meet. I just want to make sure that I get a little bit more depth in that crease area. And I'm going to blend it out just a little bit. Yep, looking good. Now I am going to use a MAC Kohl eyeliner. This is in the color Feline, and I'm going to line my waterline. And I'm going to apply a little mascara. I am going to apply false lashes, but I need a nice coat of mascara on my lashes to have something to sit those falsies on. Now I'm going to apply my lashes. I'm using the Vegas Nay lashes. I believe these are called Bronze Beauty, but I'll have all the information listed in the comment section or the description section below. And I'm applying my foundation. And for my foundation application, I normally use a very dense type brush, and then I'll follow up with my beauty blender. And I'm using this Morphe Beauty Blender. I really like this Morphe Beauty Blender. I either reach for this one or my original Beauty Blender brand. Now I'm going to start with my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm going to be using that to contour, and I'm mixing two colors together. I'm mixing Tan Sand and the color Deep, and I'm going to be using this Morphe brush to just smooth that in, buff it in to my under eye area. So I'm going to be dragging that into the temple area just a little bit, and I'm also going to be adding some of this going down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, a little bit on the forehead, and a little bit on the chin. And using that brush just to blend it in. And then I'll follow up again with my beauty blender. So now that I've got my concealer in place, I'm going to be setting this using my Laura Mercier setting powder in Deep. And actually I mixed this particular powder also with my Sacha Buttercup. I find that if I just use the Sacha Buttercup alone, that it could give me a little bit of flashback, which I really don't like, but mixing the two of these powders together works really well. Now we're moving on to contour. I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour, the Cream Contour Kit in Deep, and I'm contouring all the areas that we want to add those shadows to. That's the hollows of the cheek, the nose, the forehead. And I'm going to blend this all out again. So we're going to be going back to the Beauty Blender again. And that's what really pulls this look all together, is just blending it all out. So another little trick also, because as I was doing this or blending all of the contour out, my Beauty Blender started to dry out just a little bit. So I took a little bit of my Fix Plus and just spritzed it on the Beauty Blender and was able to finish up the job perfectly. Now we're ready to set. I'm going to be using my MAC Mineralized powder, the loose powder, and that's in dark. And I'm also going to be using the Dolce luxury powder from Ben Nye, and I'm just going to set my entire face with this. I'm making certain that I set really well in the areas where I also applied my contour powder. Now I'm going to be doing some bronzing. I'm going to use a Real Technique brush for this, and I'm going to be mixing two shades together. That's MAC Shadster and Blunt. So those are the two colors that I have on this brush here as I warm up my face. Now I'm going to be just using another little of my Morphe brushes to just blend in that contour that I applied on the nose. Now I'm using my foam wedgie, and I am just adding a little bit of the Sacha Buttercup down my cheekbones just to carve them out a little bit more. And I'm not going to be baking with this powder too long. I'm just going to go ahead and brush it off. And now I'm going to be applying my blush. I'm going to be using my Morphe brush to do this. And I'm going to apply this blush right on top of where I just placed that bronzer or the contour color. I'm going to make certain that I blend the two of these in very, very well. Then I'm going to take a little bit of my Champagne Pop again and place that on the highest point of my cheekbone. It's a beautiful highlight color. And I'm going to take a little bit of that Champagne Pop, place it on my finger, and put it on my Cupid's bow and down the bridge of my nose. And now I'm going to take a smaller blending brush, and I'm just going to blend all of that together. My blush, my highlight, and my bronzer. Now I'm going to be going into the Morphe palette once again, into that chocolate brown color, and I'm going to be smoking out my bottom lash line. A little bit more of the Champagne Pop. I love the highlight color, and I'm going to put that in the inner corner of my eyes just to open them up just a bit. Now we're on to the lips. I've added a nice chocolate lip. And I'm going to spritz down with my Fix Plus. And now the finished look. All right, you guys, so that was it. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and also I hope that you guys got from this video that it does not matter how mature our skin is. We still can wear a little glitter, you know, we can still amp up our look and pull it off quite nicely. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video because, oh, almost forgot to tell you, I gave you guys this Thanksgiving look. I'm also going to give you a Christmas look and a New Year's look, right? Each of those looks, I'm going to use glitter. Yep, don't be afraid of the glitter, ladies. It's not gonna hurt you. Anyway, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.